Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, I'm Faisal Kolbi, and in this video I will be demonstrating my final project for the object-oriented design and programming course. So there is a game I call Monster Fish Hunt. First, as required, my pledge of academic honesty. Saya Faisal Kolbi dengan NIM 2311399 mengerjakan evaluasi tugas masa depan dalam mata kuliah desain dan pemrograman berorientasi objek. Untuk keberkahannya, maka saya tidak melakukan kecurangan seperti yang telah dispesifikasikan. Amin. Alright. Before we compile the game, make sure you have already turned on the Apache and MySQL service, and I've already made make the compile.bat and run.bat. The inside of it is just compiling command and the copying asset from the source folder to bin folder. And for the run bit, it's just running the game. Alright, let's jump into a quick demo. Let's compile. First, you just type compile. Make sure you using a command prompt to compile this. Compile like that, and there. And after you compile, you just run it. So let's wait a minute. There you go. This is the main menu screen. As you can see, we've got the game's background, a live scoreboard on the left, and animated. This is our player character. I'll just enter a username and hit play. You can use existing username, of course, and you can also make it set. Use another username. So here is the gameplay. So the player can move in all directions using WASD or the arrow keys. So there's different type of fish will spawn randomly from the sides of the screens. To catch a fish, you fire the harpoon with a mouse click. Let me show you. Like this. And you enter a struggling mode. You just spamming Q and E alternately to reel the fish. Once the fish goes into barrel, like this, your score increases. But if you fail, your heart will be reduced. Oh, and for the information, you can focus on the timer over here. If you succeed reel a fish, it will increases. See it again. There you go. There's also ghosts like this. This is the obstacle of the game. You need to avoid this. You cannot reel it in with the harpoon. But if you touch with it, your heart will be reduced. The game will end when your time runs out or you lose all your heart. So let me show you how the game's over. There you go. This is the game's over. So you either waiting for the game over, back to main menu, or you can use space to just directly to the menu. So let me explain the code. Alright. So this game was built using Java Swing, and I designed with the architectural MPVM architecture. So you can see there is model, view, and view model. So the model package, let's start with the model package. Model package contains our data classes like player, like here, fish, ghost, and harpoon. This package also handles the connection to MySQL with the DB for the base and the table hasil for the interaction of it, like the CRUD. The structure keeps the code clean, organized. It's very easy to debug and make it change. Now I will quickly explain a few key mechanisms. So the central of the game is managed in the game logic.java. So you can see here there is some game state. There is menu, playing, harpoon fired, struggling fish, moving to jar, and game over. So I use a state machine. So every state there is also a different logic, game logic. So there's also some input handler. So like if you press WASD, QE, or space or mouse click, it will be set a boolean flag in the player object. It's for the player. It's also applied to the QE for the struggling and the space for the pausing. So for example, like this in player.java, there is like this for resetting. You can see here there is a boolean flag over here, and it's set by the input handler. An input handler ruled or configured in the game logic. That's like the flow. So if you test like WSD, it will send the queue press managed by input handler and set the rules in the game logic. So there is also queue in struggle mechanic. The difference is the queue struggle mechanic has alternate next key. It can be you can spam Q or E. You need to press it alternately. QE, 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 like that. So for the animation, you can see here this is moving, like this is moving. So I'm using I'm gonna post this. So I'm using a sprite sheet. Let's see the fish. So there is this sprite sheet. It's called sprite sheet. There's 4 frames, so the code will be in the game object will be run frame by frame. So this animation is a simple timer based. So in the game logic there is a current time for the timer. So there is okay. There you go. The timer loop. This to set the FPS. This is 60 FPS. Next, so it's moving by every time the timer ticks, like tick 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 tick. It's changing. Like if we see this tick 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 tick, it means change animation like that. So for the sound, you can see the background sounds over here, and there's also succeed struggle sounds or a failed sound. It's preload. The sound is preload, so so the sound's more responsive, more interactive. So there's initialized sounds over here. It's managed in the sounds manager, of course. For the sounds, there's hit, catch, and fail. So for the next code, there's this constants.java. This contains all the constants variable in the program. So it's very easy to change. Like if you want to change the game width or the player width height, it will automatically be changed in all codes because it uses constant variable. In the fonts manager, because I'm using this rhetoric font, this is managed by font manager. For the entity handler, if I'm missing it, this is to handle all the game object over like fish, player, ghost, to spawn, and to the collision box, etc. So what is it? So the game window. Okay, I think I'm missing this. So the game window itself will create the window, right? Just the window. And in the game window, it will add the game panel. This is the game panel. This is the game window, like that. And what I'm missing next? The evac is for the evac. So it's just run once for each condition made. So if you hit by ghost, it just runs once, not looping, like that. And for the hierarchical, there is a game object to the fish, and fish to the dart fish, big fish. It's extended inheritance, like that. Over for the database, you can see is 10. It's accumulate, by the way. So if the before was 10, our score is 10. Now the score will be accumulated with the previous score, like that. It's using table hasil for like the controller, like the query, and the database for the base connection to the MySQL. I think that's it, the explanation of my game. I hope you understand what I'm explaining. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.